Hello, my name's Cameron, and welcome to my new channel, Anime Fuman. This is my first official video for this channel. Basically, anything I have on my mind that's anime related, I'm gonna talk about here, and whether or not you agree with me, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll talk to everybody, even if you want to fight me. For now, I'm just gonna talk about Dragon Ball Super, and then maybe some other stuff later on. Anyway, let's start off with Dragon Ball Super Episode 103. We're smack dab in the middle of the Tournament of Power. And so far so good, pretty much sums up how Universe 7's doing, with multiple eliminations occurring against other universes. Even though Universe 7 was second from the bottom in overall power, the top 10 seemed to more than make up for the rest of the universe's lack of power, I guess. But as for this episode, yeah, it was pretty good. I'm always happy to see Android 17 doing something, since he's always been one of my favorite characters, and he perfectly represents more or less how I would handle having Dragon Ball powers with his attitude. I do think it's silly that 17's as strong as Goku when he didn't help against Boo, but be that as it may, it's still fun seeing him strong enough to matter. I'd have rather had Bulma give him an 18 upgrades or something. It's kinda weird that he trained and got stronger, since I didn't think androids could improve their strength, but they never did specify that they couldn't do that, so I can accept that. But I do stand by my opinion that it's silly for 17 to just jump right up in terms of strength with Goku, because why not? Speaking of Goku, he finds himself in trouble yet again and in need of saving from another team member, which is getting kind of ridiculous at this point for everybody to be giving him so much trouble when he's supposed to be comparable to Beerus. I understand that Goku isn't always powered up to save energy, and it does make for more interesting fights. But back in the Cell Saga, Goku was able to be Super Saiyan in his sleep without losing energy, so if he wants an extra challenge, then that's fine, just say so. Otherwise, I'd at least expect him to be powered up to Super Saiyan 2 at all times, since he had Super Saiyan 1 mastered in the Cell Saga. After Goku and 17 back the Sailor Moon characters to the edge, they're saved by a Yardrat, and I don't mean to sound negative in my first review, but I just have a lot of questions. I'm not really complaining, but how does Universe 2 have a Yardrat? I thought Universe 6 was parallel to 7, and the only one that could have similar races. But then again, Yardrats can teleport, so I digress. Getting into the meat and potatoes of the episode, we see Gohan and Piccolo ditch their safeties and numbers strategy for no apparent reason other than Gohan wanting to fight. I must say that I really do like how well Gohan and Piccolo have been handled since the story arc began, with Piccolo retraining Gohan, albeit in far too short of a time period for me to buy. But regardless, I liked how Gohan eliminated Botama. As soon as Gohan started punching, I got frustrated and wondered why nobody clued him in. But that was quickly explained as it was a part of his strategy, and thus another member from a universe that isn't 7 gets eliminated. Interestingly enough though, this was the first member of Universe 6 to be eliminated. I didn't really notice that they hadn't lost anybody. After this elimination though, Gohan and Piccolo get into a 2-on-2 match against the last two fighters of Universe 10. And they seem like swell guys, so it's a shame that Gohan's responsible for their destruction. I don't say that to be a dick, I only say that to drive the point home that this is a war. It's not about personal problems with the other universes, but in order to save your own family, you have to be willing to murder everybody else's because it's either them or you. It sucks, but nobody's in the wrong except the gods. It makes you want to root for Frieza since he plans to overthrow them somehow. More on that later, I suppose. It would be impactful whenever a universe gets erased, but when everybody's just having fun in between, it just leads me to believe that none of this is permanent and everything will end up okay. It makes sense for the pure Saiyans to treat this like a game since fighting's in their blood, I get that. And even for Frieza since he's already dead and doesn't give a fuck about anyone else anyway. I mean, if he gets erased, then at least he's not in hell. But it's pretty fucked up for everybody else to just want to have fun. Females excluded since everybody knows that girls just want to have fun. But seriously though, at this point, everybody that's having fun has to admit that the lives of everybody they know and love isn't as important as their desire to amuse themselves. If the universes were really on the line, Piccolo should have helped Gohan in both of his fights, and the androids shouldn't have separated. I guess Android 17 said that if the universe was erased, then it can't be helped. And I do kind of understand that to an extent, but he should at least try to win. To defend 17 again though, he did try to focus on winning in the last episode, but everyone got mad at him for interrupting the Sailor Moon character's transformations. All I'm trying to say is that I don't mind if the universes don't end up getting erased or if they get brought back in the end, but the characters should at least believe that they're fighting for their lives. Their nonchalant attitudes just tell me everything's gonna be fine. And if everyone's just gonna be having fun anyway, then why add the stipulation that everyone's lives are on the line? I mean, it would explain bringing Frieza back, but if nobody's at all concerned that everybody they know and love is gonna die, then why couldn't they have just had a cool prize on the line instead? Obviously, we already knew everything's gonna be fine for Universe 7 since we still have episode 291 of Dragon Ball Z to look forward to. But we don't know if the other universes will be okay, so let me at least think there's some danger. Anyway, other than wanting to feel more imminent danger, I thought this was a fun episode. I mean, we got to see 17 17 in action, and while I think it'd be better for Gohan and Piccolo to have been forced into fighting rather than not even trying to avoid it, the fights were still fun. I like the callback to Piccolo using the same energy attack he used against 17 long ago. Fans may see it as a rehash, but the other universes didn't see it, so realistically, why wouldn't Piccolo use it again? I mean, it worked. I was honestly expecting the character he used it on to be unfazed after the smoke cleared to make Piccolo make that shocked face that anime characters always make, but nope, his attack worked, which was a breath of fresh air. Any episode where Piccolo and 17 win fights is good by me, and Gohan's pretty cool too, so that only adds to the fun. If I had to grade this episode, I'd give it a 7 out of 10, which is not a bad grade, it just didn't really blow me away. But I was entertained all the way through. Next week's episode looks a lot more interesting, despite being another Goku-focused episode. At least Hit's involved, though. Hopefully we get to see what the hell Frieza's doing soon, and it'd be cool if we get to see Tien fight, since I can't imagine it being a serious threat again after the story arc's finished. Anyway, let me know what you thought of the episode in the comments below. I'd love to talk to people about it. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you're new. I want to cover stuff on this channel other than Dragon Ball, but for now I'll just stick to this and we'll see how it goes. My name's Cameron, and I'll see you next time.